Hi everyone, Diesel here. Welcome to Rain the Costumes and Plant vs. Zombie Battle for Neighborville Part 19. Overlap part of Rain the Costumes and Plant vs. Zombie Battle for Neighborville. We have Rain was Space Cadet Costumes. If y'all didn't see that video, make go to that part before this one. But today we are rating the characters costumes. That's one of the most classic Plant vs. Zombie characters since pretty much Plant vs. Zombie Golf characters since when the game came out around 2014. And that is Scientist. Scientist again is costume shown today. So I wait on time as always. Let's get right into this. So this is Scientist's default costume. Okay. I mean, Scientist looks pretty much just like a scientist, so I don't pretty much nothing I can pretty much say much to this one. But I mean, I'm glad that he pretty much is back, looking better than ever. By the way, actually speaking of looking better than ever, I want to know if he was like the most ones I ever played. Where is he? He's in the fifth list. I see. So 17 hours, 19 minutes, and 25 seconds. Okay, he's masters. He's a level 7. Okay, and he has no vanquishes, but he has 2,911 AI vanquishes. So it's very something. I didn't know like Scientist being like the fifth character because I'm not really a type of person who would play like healers, but I mean, I do like playing as Scientist, so there's nothing wrong about that. But still, I love Scientist. There's nothing wrong about his costume. He's just pretty much just Scientist, so which is pretty much fine. So Scientist, you're pretty much a 10 out of 10. So 10 out of 10 it is. Alright, so let's show the next costume. The next costume is the Steam Master. It first says, a steam, a dream when you use it for schemes, otherwise it's hot. Okay. Now, I forgot what this was from, by the way. If anyone can mention me in the comment down below what the month with this costume was. I feel like it wasn't in St. Patrick's Day. I feel like it was somewhere else. It's got to be whatever month it was, by the way, because I had this costume since like 2020, so I gotta remember what day it was, so I'm gonna have to look back. I'm gonna have to look at some videos and pretty much see for myself. But here it is. Here's the Steam Master, by the way. I'm telling you what, this is probably one of the most like the best like Scientist costumes I've pretty much ever seen. Because look at the top hat, by the way. I love that emote. But yeah, the top hat is pretty much great. I do like the mask as well. The I guess I can call it pretty much like his scientist backpack looks pretty much cool too. I do love the weapon skin for the gun as well, so which is pretty much nice, and also pretty much for the shoe as well, so it's also pretty much nice as well. This is probably one of the most like very interesting like scientist costumes to pretty much get for like the prize wall. But still, I've used this costume like pretty much a lot of time, by the way, and I really love it because someone has it before and I never really got it. So pretty much now I pretty much got it, and I'm just glad I'm happy to pretty much got this costume. So which is pretty much great. But I don't remember how many times I used it, by the way. So it might have been probably like a lot of times. But still, I'm just glad I have it. So Steam Master, you're pretty much a 10 out of 10. So 10 out of 10 it is. Alright. The next one is pretty much the what is it? The SP Rocket Scientist. It's pretty much that he specializes in steam brains and handsome steamy brains. Okay. I have no idea if I ever used this legendary costume. This is also from the prize wall as well, just with the Steam Master, so which is pretty much cool. It's not a bad costume. It's not a bad costume at all, by the way. I just don't think I never used this costume at all, by the way. I mean, it does look like the same, like, Steam Master, by the way, with, like, the mask and stuff. But, like, the rest of the outfit is pretty much different. So, which is pretty much cool. I'm telling you what, Scientists got, like, some very interesting costumes. Like, very interesting, like, legendary costume. Because I have no idea he have in the, in Rux's shop. So, let me go ahead and check that right quick. Alright. No, what's this bundle? Oh, that bundle. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea if he has one, by the way. But still, this is one of the most very interesting like costumes I've pretty much seen, by the way. I mean, I remember using scientists like a lot of time before in the game because I think if I can check it correct, no, like not that. I think if you go between like Sunflower stats, by the way, Sunflower is like the second character, like the second like character I pretty much use a lot, by the way, which I have no idea why, even though she's annoying. And zombies for scientists, he's pretty much fifth. So that means most of all, this has probably been the most healer character I pretty much ever used, pretty much in the plant style, by the way. So which is very something. But still, I love the SP Rocket costume. I pretty much know what else to say about it. All I can say is pretty much it looks pretty much cool, and it pretty much looks like the Steam Master, so which is pretty much nice. So SP Rocket Scientist or the SP Rocket yeah, I said it right. Okay. I'll probably give you about like I'll give you about 8 out of 10. I think 8 out of 10 not that bad, by the way. Nothing wrong with the costume. It just pretty much looks like the same thing as like the Steam Master. So 8 out of 10 it is. Alright, the next costume is the Commander S. Like to get beamed up by waving a flashlight around and then running away. Okay. Also, yes, I remember this costume. One of the most I think, what did I call this scientist before when I first time got this costume? Girl scientist? I think that was called girl scientist. Yeah. This feels like girl scientist to me for some reason, by the way. Oh, she looks like a, no, he looks like the, one of those, what was it? I'm trying to think. What show, and it has something like this, by the way. It looks something like this, but I can't put a picture in my mind. But this costume is pretty much like interesting. I think I remember using it when I first time played the game, by the way, back around December. I haven't used this costume almost about like 6 years now, which is like insane. Wow. Things have really changed, haven't they? But anyways, this is one of the most interesting costumes. I mean, to be fair, this is not a weird costume. Well, I guess you can pretty much say it's weird, but it's also pretty much cool at the same time, by the way. I mean, I love the hair. I'll give you one thing. I love the hair. Like, the hair for it is pretty much nice. I mean, look at that. Yeah. I don't really pretty much like the, little about, the rest of it, by the way, but still, I think the only thing I like about it is pretty much just the hair, which is pretty much nice. So, Commander S, you'll pretty much also get an 8 out of 10, so 8 out of 10 it is. Alright, next one is Sprinkle Science. When he saw candy, he thought a weapon. Well, thought is a strong word. Okay, well, that's terribly wrong, because, well, it's not a strong word, pretty much to say. If you want to know what the strong word actually is, it's pretty much hate. Like, hate is a very strong word, which is actually very facts, by the way. It really is. But still, Sprinkle Scientist is pretty much a nice costume. If you want to know how you can get this costume, well, if it was November, about 2 months now, you pretty much missed this costume out, because I had this costume since pretty much 2020 around November. So I'm glad I got this costume, by the way. This is one of the most very interesting costume, by the way. He looks like a birthday cake, by the way, with the hairstyle and kind of like somebody who works in in a candy factory, so which is pretty much nice. This is one of the most very interesting costumes to pretty much get, by the way. I'm not entirely sure if this probably the end of the costume or before the end of the costume, by the way. Oh, sorry, the end of the private wall. But I'm glad that I pretty much got this costume before even before that November was over, by the way. Even though now, by the way, I don't know how many times I used this costume, because I haven't used this costume since probably 5 years now. So which is pretty much alright. But Sprinkle Science, I'll pretty much give you about I think I'll give you about a 10 out of 10. I mean, you're literally like a birthday cake. I mean, who hates you? So 10 out of 10 it is. Alright, next one is the Faux Fanatic. Okay. If faux is used to keep things fresh, why does he smell so bad? Okay. Okay, now this costume, okay, I remember this costume, but this costume looks I'm not gonna lie, it does look a little bit I could say ridiculous, But it actually looks pretty much cool at the same time, by the way. He looked like a folded scientist. A full scientist, not a folded scientist. Full scientist. This is like interesting. I think I remember getting this costume back around 2019, if I remember. Like, this is like very like weird, by the way. First of all, who used like fall for as a costume, by the way? I mean, I can understand from the hat part, but what's with the outfit, by the way? I mean, the outfit's cool, by the way. I like how you made this, but like, it doesn't make no sense though. It really doesn't. I mean, what do you need all of that for, by the way? I guess trying to be cool, I'm guessing. I mean, it is sort of working, I guess. But still, this is like the most oddest costume I've ever seen. Like, to be fair, I'm not saying this is like the weirdest costume. It's just like mostly like just odd at the same time. Because I don't want to see somebody, or I'm just saying, see somebody pretty much like wearing something like this, like if we're going somewhere, because believe me, this looks like an embarrassment going on. But not as a mean thing, I'm just saying. But still, I do like it though. It just looks very odd. So that's all I can pretty much say right there. So folded or phonetic, I'll pretty much give you about I'll probably give you about like an 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 is. Alright, and the last costume we have today is the Maroon Buffin. It says even inside out, all of his clothes are worn. Impressive. Okay. I have no idea if I ever use this costume, by the way. I have no idea. This is not a really bad costume. I mean, it's pretty much orange. It's kind of remind me like the electric slide one that I pretty much shown over a little bit parts ago. I mean, I never really used common costumes before, which I have said like plenty of times. But still, if you pretty much like this costume, that's pretty much fine. But never really have intentions of using like scientist costume like this, by the way. Like this one is not bad. It just felt like it should have been like more very interesting, by the way. I mean, it's not ugly either, so that's pretty much like say right there. But still, I love this one a bit, by the way. It just should have been better, by the way. But Maroon Buffin, I'll pretty much give you about a 7 out of 10. I think this one should have been a little bit more interesting. So 7 out of 10 it is. Alright, which one is your favorite? Is it the default one, the Steam Master one, the SP Rocket Scientist, Commander S, Sprinkle Science, Full Fanatic, or the Maroon Buffin? Let me know in the comment down below which one is your favorite in this whole list. But yeah, but what and one, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. If y'all enjoy it, you already know what to do. So, I'll see y'all tomorrow in the next video. Bye.